we do a presentation on SB 1120. That's the one that's kind of taking over for the Senate bill.
Good evening. The San Dimas City Council and Planning Commission study session will come to order. Pursuant to the Governor's Executive Order dated March 17, 2020, the City Council is authorized to hold public meetings via teleconferencing and to make meetings accessible electronically to all members of the public seeking to observe and to address the legislative bodies. All Brown Act provisions that require the physical presence of city councilmen and the public for city council meetings are waived. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag and to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Since we have John calling in, Madam Secretary, could you call the roll?
Councilmember Bertone.
Here.
Councilmember Ebner.
Here.
Councilmember Viana.
Here.
Councilmember Weber.
Here.
Mayor Bedar.
Here.
Let the record show that all council members are in attendance.
Since this is a combined City Council Planning Commission meeting, could you please call the roll for the Fire Commission, or whatever commission, Planning Commission?
Here.
Present here.
Commissioner Green.
Here.
Commissioner Molina. Commissioner Ross. Commissioner Ross. Let the record show that four commissioners are in attendance. Commissioner Ted Ross.
But he can't talk.
Yeah, I think Commissioner Ross is having a problem with me.
The record will show that all 5 commissioners are in attendance.
Okay, prior to opening up, and at this point, I personally would like to recommend that we continue this matter to a date uncertain, so when everybody can be in attendance face to face in this council. I don't believe that with everything that's going on, there's back and forth. We're receiving daily communications from different members of the community, and at that subsequently, I'd like to hear all of those things. Plus, I'd like to hear from the applicant as well as the folks that would be in opposition and the people that would be in the affirmative for this matter. So I make a motion that we continue this matter.
I second it.
Mayor, just to be clear, so this is a motion to adjourn this meeting, but then we're still going to have the regular meeting at 7.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. As the city attorney says, if this meeting gets adjourned, if there's enough in the positive, then we will come back and start this meeting at 7 o'clock, the regularly scheduled city council meeting. All right, all in favor?
Mr. Mayor, can we make a comment before
Sure.
we vote? I just wanted to take a second to clarify before we vote on the motion. I'll be supporting the motion, but I do think it's important that members of the community understand there's been some information that's been circulating that I think is misinformation as it relates to this particular topic. I've received a number of phone calls from members of the community because of frankly, people that are running a media type of organization outside of the city hall here that are connected to one of our colleagues here on the city council. And these folks believe that there is some sort of precedent that will be set by whatever action this council takes as it relates to this matter. And so I just wanted to clarify for the community that many people called me today alarmed, thinking that whatever we were going to discuss today was somehow going to undo or undermine their HOA authorities and whichever HOAs they may be throughout the city, that's just simply not the case. And so I just wanted to take a moment to clarify that, as I know I received numerous phone calls today from people who are starkly alarmed. And I think it just goes to show that I really do encourage members of this community, when they have questions, to call their council members, as they have done, to get more of the information, the factual information, so we don't have misinformation irresponsibly floating around in the community. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. I too have received several phone calls and obviously we can see we've received several emails concerning the very issues that Ryan had just spoke about. So that's why I've decided that I believe that we should continue this matter till a date that we can have at least the Planning Commission and the City Council, along with at least the applicant and, representatives of the Homeowners Association, in attendance, so we can actually flush out this and figure out what the best way it is. I've confided in the city manager as well as our planning director, and the urgency is not there at this point to do it. So anyone who has called in, we're not going to open up a public hearing at this point, and we'll call for a vote, and it'll be a roll call vote.
Mayor Pro Tem Bertone,
Aye.
Councilmember Ebner. Councilmember Ebner,
I cannot hear the discussion well enough to understand. I think you're talking about continuing the matter for some amount of time, but I couldn't really hear the discussion, so I'm just going to have to abstain, so I really couldn't understand what I couldn't hear. It was unclear, the audio, so I have to abstain because I can't even, I don't really know what you guys are doing.
All right, John.
Sorry.
When you get in, I'll have the city manager as well as the city attorney what's going on.
Well, I'm sorry. You could wait on the vote until after the communications if you wanted to. It's up to you.
Don, there's going to be no communication.
Because it's a motion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. To continue this hearing till a later date.
Mayor, I think he abstains, so we can.
I didn't understand. I couldn't hear the reasons. I'm sorry, Emmett.
All right, we're going to just go take your vote as an abstention.
That's fine. Yeah, totally fine.
Thank you, John.
Councilmember Vienna,
Yes.
Councilmember Weber.
Aye.
That reflects a 4-4 vote with 1 abstention.
Thank you. I want to take this opportunity, though, before we adjourn this meeting, to thank the members of the Planning Commission for coming to this meeting via the Zoom. Okay, and one of the things I want to make sure that the Planning Commission understands, when we have these type of meetings, okay, the Zoom meeting or any Planning Commission City Council meeting, I need the commissioners to understand your voice is as loud as anybody's in the room, and I need you to put forth and tell us what you're thinking, because that's why we have these meetings, this combined meetings like this, so that we can get, all 10 of us who are going to be working on this matter on the same page, and everybody understands what's going on. Unfortunately, with the current conditions of the country and the state, we can't get together immediately, so that's where we're going, and that's why we've decided to continue this matter, because I'd like to personally see everybody's smiling face here to help us, go through the weeds of this entire matter. So thank you very much for attending. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
This meeting is adjourned.